Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video. And today on the channel we're going to be checking out the top 10 most embarrassing WWE bloopers of all time. I love a good blooper, I do. In fact, that's probably one of my favourite words. Just the way it sounds, blooper, you know? It's pretty cool. Blooper. Blooper. Blooper! Scooby-Doo! I apologise sincerely for my inner demons. Anyways, let's do this. I probably will have seen like all of these, to be honest with you, because I've seen quite a lot of bloopers, but you never know. I might not have, so yeah, without further ado, let's kick back and relax. Nah, I'll not do that. That's way too uncomfortable. That would ruin your posture, so it would. So if you're sitting like this, with your feet up, nah, sort of like Buster, you end up like that bent neck granny lady from The Haunting of the Hill, Sweden, or whatever it's called. Get the chins going. Here we go.
Now to vote for these beautiful young ladies, you have to vote. Go to.
When you're on live TV, anything can go wrong.
I'll stop doing that now. Nah, I'm a civilized 19-year-old.
At
Oh!
some point in their career.
I haven't seen that one. Oh! That's kind of a...
bloopers of all time.
A good slip is pretty enjoyable to watch.
I'm going to miss.
I'm going to miss.
Shane is without a doubt one of the most insane wrestlers to ever compete.
What a oh my god, what a legend.
To be reckoned with in the ring, his mic skills aren't quite on the same level.
Whoosh!
After making his return in 2016, Shane McMahon wanted control of Raw. So his father, Vince McMahon, said if Shane could beat The Undertaker, then Shane O'Mac would be in charge of WWE's flagship show.
Only The Undertaker.
Later, Shane confronted his opponent and tried to intimidate the dead man, but that
with
didn't quite happen.
Feet work.
Because what's going to happen is you're going to go to hit me and I'm going to miss. You're going to miss.
It was an embarrassing moment on its own. But
I haven't seen that as well. Interesting.
His father standing right next to him.
Oh.
Number 9, Seth's leap over the barricade.
Okay, this should be the one that he just slipped on his ass, didn't he?
They're pretty much always serious and all business. But all it takes is one little mistake.
They're meant to be complete badasses.
On the Raw after the 2014 Royal Rumble, Daniel Bryan confronted the Authority on why he wasn't allowed to participate
decades ago now.
In the match. The discussion got cut short when the Shield's entrance music hit. As the Hounds of Justice jumped over the barricade,
Hounds of Justice, here they come.
That was humiliating enough.
The fact that he like proper rolled around as well, look at him. Oh god.
The architect of the Shield recovered well, but it did make the Hounds of Justice look a bit silly.
Roman Reigns also did that at a live event as well. It was caught on camera, so...
HBK is one of the greatest and most memorable wrestlers of all time.
Nice.
Part of that is because of the outfits he would wear to the ring.
Yeah.
However, Shawn Michaels' lavish gear proved to be his downfall in 2005. While making his entrance, Mr. WrestleMania got stuck on the entrance ramp.
Oh,
he thankfully managed to free himself, but this put a whole new spin on the nickname, the Showstopper.
He just completely falls over, he just gives up.
Alberto Del Rio misses and falls.
Just firm it.
The Mexican aristocrat wasn't the most graceful in the ring. In his WWE tenure, Del Rio had a number of humiliating botches. Out of all of them, this one has to be most embarrassing. In 2013, Alberto Del Rio defended the world.
To be fair, right? We all make mistakes. Alberto Del Rio, he's a pretty solid wrestler. I think he's like a really bad human though. There was a lot of, I don't know, there was some beef with him and Paige. I don't even know. I don't want to get into it, but yeah, there's a few blunders there which are kind of like, yeah, that's a bit terrible. That's a little bit awful to say the least. But what's the main one then?
Heavyweight Championship against the Big Show.
Oh, not the
in
Big
a
Show.
match at Elimination Chamber. At one point,
scary version of Pat Phoenix. Pat Phoenix already scary enough.
Apron and grabbed the ring announcer's bucket.
Oh yeah, this is
planned on using the ropes to kick the bucket into Big Show's head. Gravity had a different idea, and the world champion jumped onto the rope and fell right back down.
Just hit the rope and that was that. Big Show just stands there waiting for it. It's so awkward because it's just like Big Show. He just my dad's home. Anyways,
Titus O'Neil made
Caddis
one of the
World
most
Slide.
wrestlers in WWE. Back when he was a rookie on NXT,
There's Bray Wyatt back in the
took part
flesh, Husky
in a
Harris.
cake carrying challenge. The real deal grabbed the keg
Yeah.
and fell as soon as the timer started. That was embarrassing
Jesus.
enough, but that was nothing
Oh,
compared to
loud.
what happened 8 years later.
Oh,
At
loud.
the Greatest Royal Rumble
This is
in
a famous one, though.
2018,
This is
Titus
way
O'Neil
worse.
was in a
Although,
favorable position
you know,
at
it's
number
all
39.
jokes. I'm sure he
The
found it
6'6"
well funny.
wrestler ran towards the ring like a freight train.
Top
and he ended up
speeds.
crashing like everyone, from the fans to Titus O'Neil's co-workers, got a huge laugh out of the blooper.
That is
Hopefully
jokes.
Titus laughs at it too,
Yup.
but in the
Oh
moment,
god.
that
The
trip
fact that he went
had to
so
be
far under the
embarrassing.
ring as well is kind of weird.
Number 5, Stone Cold gets tied up.
Stone
The
Cold.
Texas
Stone
Rattlesnake is one
Cold.
of the coolest
Stone
and
Cold.
toughest WWE
The
wrestlers in
Star.
history. The man did what he wanted and feared
Looking
no
like
one.
Eminem.
That's one of the
Oh.
reasons why this blooper must have
Oh!
been
Santa
fucking
Claus gets
amazing.
stunned. All the
At
kids
the
are probably like,
1999
why'd you do
SummerSlam,
that?
Stone Cold defended his
He's
WWE
got my
Championship
presents
against
back.
Triple H and Mankind,
Oh.
with Jesse Ventura as a special guest referee. At one
Jesse
point,
Ventura? He
Shane
was like
McMahon
the
ran
guy from
in
the movie
and
Ace
began
Ventura,
arguing
wasn't
with Ventura. The referee then threw Shane out of
Way.
the ring, and Stone Cold walked over to get some smack talk in.
Okay.
Austin got on the ropes.
Oh my
but accidentally
god.
fell and got
No.
stuck. It was
No
so bad
way.
that Triple
Why have I
H
not
walked
seen this?
over and help him out. The match continued
Oh
on
my
afterwards,
god, that's
but I
mad.
bet Stone Cold felt a bit embarrassed after that.
That would be so
Number
embarrassed because
4?
like you're in a really bad position, and for a long time as well. Like that is hard to get out of. So, oh lord, that is not what you want on your Big Mac meal with a little fruit bag and an Oreo McFlurry.
Good lucha things. Kalisto is an awesome wrestler.
Hey,
he looks
hey.
cool and can do some really awesome stuff. In the
That
ring.
is
But he
monstrous.
has had his fair share of
Oh,
bloopers. The most
that's not so
embarrassing
much.
one, though, happened during the 2016 draft. The High Flyer had just been sent to SmackDown
Okay.
and was doing an interview. Kalisto
Wait, was that a
didn't
voice
know
break
how to
there?
end his
SmackDown.
speech, so he said that had just been sent to SmackDown and was doing an interview.
SmackDown.
Kalisto didn't know how to end his speech, so he said this.
I'm here to stay and make a good lucha thing.
Oh, jeez.
I feel so bad for him. Even for me, it's
A good
difficult to
lucha
watch.
thing.
On the positive side, 2 years later, Kalisto was able to redeem himself.
In 205 Live, you can expect Kalisto to make very good lucha things.
Number 3, Chris Jericho slips.
I mean,
At WrestleMania,
you can't take that away from his in-ring capabilities. So he is so talented. But obviously being a wrestler, you've got to be talented in the ring and on the mic as well. And I feel like that's where a lot of people sort of struggle because at the end of the day, right, you're as a wrestler, you're also an actor with all the promos. So if you start out wrestling and your main objective is to learn how to wrestle and you become good at that, then you need to also become good at acting to be on the promo side of things. And a lot of people, I feel, just don't quite have that skill set. And I mean a lot, actually. Like, just watching WWE today, a lot of the promos, at least to me, are very cringy because the acting is just really poor. But, like, again, that's not, like, the main meat of being a wrestler, but it does kind of need to be as well. Like, I'd say promos and stuff are just as important as the actual wrestling, you know?
28, a dream match finally
CM
became
Punk, what a
reality
legend.
when CM Punk and Chris Jericho went one-on-one. The
Solid
strange wrestler
match.
was the one who came out on top in that fight.
Yeah,
so Jericho
boy.
was understandably frustrated. The next night on Raw, CM Punk wrestled and had a very physical match against Mark Henry.
Okay.
The world's strongest man won by countout.
Oh, this would be
but
the-
decided that wasn't
the Jericho
enough
slip?
and attacked Punk after the match. With Punk on
I'm
the
assuming,
floor,
yeah.
Y2J began
Yeah,
mocking
yeah,
the best
yeah.
in the world. To throw
This
salt
is
in the
horrible,
wound,
'cause he's meant to be the
Chris
heel,
Jericho
the
grabbed a bottle of
badass heel.
alcohol and dumped it on CM Punk.
This is good, though.
Which he would regret. The Canadian wrestler made every What made this so embarrassing was that this was all lost when Jericho
Oh,
slipped up.
radio,
Number 2,
tell me.
this is microphone mishap.
Okay, yeah,
Today,
this is
when
again
he's
very
one
famous.
of the best talkers on the WWE roster.
Yeah, I was about to
Even a
say,
few years ago,
he's
the man
improved
was being praised for
tremendously.
his intense and passionate speech on Talking Smack.
Yeah, that
It's
was
amazing
insane.
how
He
far
is
he's
so good
come,
on the mic now, like it's
especially when
crazy.
you consider how he started. On The Miz's first appearance on Raw, he was the host for the 2006
Back
Divas
in the day.
Unfortunately, the young A-lister forgot what he was supposed to say.
This was massive as well, look. It goes on and it's just, it's a mess.
WWE.
It's embarrassing enough to watch it, so just imagine what it must have been like for the Miz. Well, you can either quit or you can improve. In the Miz,
I actually would probably cry.
The future WWE champion learned
that
from his
moment.
mistake, is now one of the company's top stars.
He is indeed, so he made it after all. But if I was in his position there, I'd probably just be like, I'm so sorry, I can't do this. Run off. Nah, joke. I'd be like, alright guys, so I know I've messed up here, but just take a look at these guns. That wouldn't work either.
And number 1,
that was an embarrassing
Vince
blooper.
McMahon tears his own quads. I don't think we'll ever
Oh yes,
see
the
a more
Rumble.
chaotic
Yes, yes,
ending
yes.
to a
Oh my
WWE
god,
show
this is
than
insane.
What happened at the 2005 Royal Rumble?
This was...
Batista was the man who was going to win.
Wait.
And in...
Yeah, I'm going to explain this actually for myself, first of all. So, the biggest thing that happened here, at least what we thought would be the biggest thing, is that the Rumble ending was completely botched. They both ended up falling out of the ring at the same time, when they weren't meant to, obviously. It was meant to be one man wins, of course. And then after that, Vince McMahon comes out all angry because he's like, "What have you've ruined the Rumble match! You've ruined the Rumble match!" And then he gets in the ring, but he tears his quads, and he just injures himself, and he ends up just sitting there like, I can't move. This was absolutely like bonkers. Let's go.
In the end, that's what happened. But it was a very bumpy ride to get there. In the final moments of the Rumble, it came down to the Animal and John Cena. However, both men accidentally went over the top rope.
Oh, and it was the exact same time as well.
This was not part of the script, so no one knew
What?
what to do. Vince
That is
McMahon
so
came
unlucky.
storming to the ring to get things figured out. While trying to get inside the squared circle, however, McMahon accidentally tore his own quadricep.
Oh my god.
Not only was it very painful,
What?
but it was also pretty embarrassing.
How was this a
Physically
thing?
did not stand. Vince McMahon ended up just sitting there awkwardly in the ring. To watch more bloopers, hit the video on the left.
That is honestly the maddest thing I've seen with this company. Like, that is just ridiculous. The fact that the Rumble match was botched, and then Vince McMahon botches his own body as well, trying to sort it out. Like, that is just crazy. And none of that was meant to happen. It was all just a complete mess. But it ended up being one of the most iconic moments in WWE history, so you know what? It's not all bad. Pat? Oh. Alright. Shit. Looks like we've been recording, or looks like we've stopped recording a whole minute ago. Lovely! I love this fucking camera! Why can't you just fucking record until I want you to stop, you piece of shit? Fucking... Oh, Jesus. 2021, man. We have to fucking deal with this shit. Is it that much you ask for to get a fucking camera that records for further more than 23 minutes? Fuck me. Alright, anyways, that is it for now. So I'll have to do this without any footage. Maybe Scotty, my new editor, can throw in a nice image for you to look at. But yeah, that is it for now. Hopefully you've enjoyed. Drop a like if you did. Subscribe if you're new. And I'll see you in the next one. Different flow there. Different flows for different mo's.